How you doing? Hi, everybody. Good morning. It's Bruce here with Stock Markets with Bruce. Monday, August the 23rd, 2021. Welcome all to another fun week of stock market action. Your buddy Uncle Bruce here. I'm going to try to cover the markets in plain English as best I can, and see how this market works for us. See if any of you folks out there can make some money this week. We'll find out soon enough. Welcome one, welcome all. Hope you had a great weekend and you're taking care of yourselves. You're staying healthy as best you can and keeping away from that dreaded COVID variant that is just tearing up all kinds of places. Unbelievable. Here in Crestonia, here in Creston, British Columbia, all is well here. Gorgeous clear skies. We've had a lot of rain off and on, shower activity, real system movement of weather systems. Oh man, we got air movement right here. So the so-called forest fire haze and all that's all gone. It's all been blown off, thankfully, and the fires are being tampered down, it would seem. I'm hoping that this will continue this week as rain continues to pop up throughout the interior of British Columbia. We're hoping for a lot more. So I'm hoping also that our friends in Washington State and Idaho, California, I hope you guys are getting some rain where you really need rain badly, because it's been a dry spring and summer so far. The markets positive all morning. They've been holding up fairly well and fairly steadily all morning long. The Dow right now is up 159 points on the pre-market. We've got the S&P up 15, and we have Nasdaq up 45 right now. So very good markets there. Do you still think GameStop will go up again past 200? Oh yes, and beyond, much beyond. Yes, today, no. But yes, eventually. Now, September the 8th, I think it is. September the 8th. I think it's September the 8th is the financials for GameStop. Now, one of you might correct me if I'm off a day or two on that, or 3 or 4. But it's around early September, first 10 days, somewhere in there, the 10th. We'll have the financials for GameStop being released. You say against your stocks, if you mean if your stock is that you'll hold is down, you write an option. I think it was a call that went up the next 36 months. I get it right. Yeah. So against my share, all I'm saying is if you hold 100 shares of GameStop, 200 shares, 500 shares, you hold 100 shares of whatever, you can write options against your stock, and by doing that, you can bring in capital. You can bring in cash, and for some of you, the best idea might be to simply write options for like the next 3 months, bring in capital, and just leave it in your account. Just amass a cash balance in your account. Don't do anything with it, and just see how big it becomes. Start noting how much cash can I bring in every month or 6 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever it is, and let's see what kind of a difference this makes in my life. Maybe you then diversify into something else, or you look at other scenarios. Like, again, watching my lessons, you're going to figure out, you know what, the way Bruce shows it, I can write option spreads against stock that I follow all the time, and I can be paid to follow stock. Why don't I get paid to do that? Why don't I risk $250 to make 1,000, as much as 1,000 in the next week and a half, using some conservative credit spreads or butterfly spreads, the ones that Bruce is talking about? Why don't I do that? Invest in a class, watch that, figure it out, and do some experimenting with play money through these apps you have. I'm sure that most of you have trading apps that allow you to do synthetic trading. Here's $100,000, knock yourself out. Well, why don't you try some of this stuff and see how it works? There's just It's a wide open world. It's worthy of a look, I would say. I bought a 150 December call for Apple for 730. Currently at 860, so I'm up. Should I wait another little while before I sell it? Well, you've got a December contract. I like your upside ability here, your upside potential here. I think it's quite substantial. You're up $1.34 today. This is far from done. I would not be surprised if in the next month or so you're at 160 a share, and you got yourself a $10 book value contract with at least $5 premium. You'll be at $15 a contract. So you got some upside coming your way. I like it. I like the Apple trade. So Bruce, what would happen if the GameStop calls we write for September the 10th? If the stock increases to 170 in the meantime, we couldn't buy them back cheaper in that case. So what would the strategy be? Oh, but you could. Oh, but you can, because you see, if you write them now for 14 and the shares do go up to 170 in the next couple of days, the stock goes up $7 a share, let's say, from 163 to 170. The contracts won't go up $7 each. They might only go up about $4, because they're right now out of the money. Well, they're almost out of the money, but it's all premium. It's all time premium. Time is running out every day. There's only 14, 15 days of trading left before these expire. So every day you lose 1/14 of the money. That's $1 a day. Every day you lose $1 in time. So in 3 days, you've lost $3 in time. And even if the stock went up 7, the contracts will probably trade at exactly the same price you sold them for. Now, I got good news and bad news. I got bad news. You haven't made any money on your contracts yet because you sold them 14, trading at 14. You haven't made any money on the contract. The good news, stock went up $7 a share. You're $7 richer per share right now. Theoretically, yeah, I guess you could buy them back for 14, turn around and write the next week contracts, maybe 170s, for $14 or $15, and take on a new position a week out, $5, $10 per share higher on the exercise price, and say, thank you very much. May I have another? Of course, if the shares go up to 170 and then they come back to 165 by the end of the week, they will be the contracts will be down to like $9, maybe $8. You could buy them back at the end of the week. Just buy them back, and then wait over the weekend to see what happens on Monday to decide whether you want to write new ones or not. I mean, you could play that game. But if they're, the shares are dropping, there's that. Obviously, you all know that shares have a tendency to fluctuate during days. So you write them now at 164, roughly. You're writing the contracts now at 164. And the stock tomorrow is 158 in the morning for whatever reason. You might buy them back tomorrow morning and then sit back, let the stock come back to 163, 64, write them again. Stock 2 days later is back to 158, 159. Buy them back again. Score $4, $5 a contract again and again and again. But you're writing the calls out to September 10 or September 17 because they have a high premium over there. And they're losing $1 a day every day. They're losing time value. That's what you're after, on top of swings on the trading of the stock. We're up 456 to 163.86. We're at the new high here. We're just about the new high. 164 right now. We're just about there, up 470. See, now is a good time to look at writing contracts. This might be it. Can you get exercised early? Well, of course you can. You could, but the odds are slim. But what if you did? You write a 165 contract on GameStop, you bring in $15 a share, and you get taken out when the stock's at 170. It's only $5 higher than when you wrote. You sold them for $15. You sold this contract for $15. That means you sold your stock, your 165 stock, you sold for 180. You get taken out when it's 170. You're loving it. You're happy, going, thank you. You'll just turn around and buy the stock back on the open market at 170. You just got paid 180 for it. You're buying it back for 170 and writing now 170 contracts for September the 17th or 24th. Here we go, baby. Yes, you want this. Yes. Do you know or have you discussed the Glaxo SmithKlein partnership with 23andMe? It happened late in July. Seems very promising. I've mentioned it a few times. The 23andMe partnership with Glaxo SmithKlein is a pretty good one. It covers, I believe, up to at least 40 different potential medications that SmithKlein is working on right now. And 23andMe is collaborating with the company with genetic results. If it works out, any one of those 40, any one of the 40 medications becomes a usable medication, 23andMe gets a royalty on any of the drugs that's GlaxoSmithKline produces. Forever. That's right. As Jan was saying, the royalty is forever. I read an article the other day saying that just one could be worth more to 23andMe than the entire company is worth right now. So yeah, you're looking at a double or a triple on the stock right away if any drug they have is working out, and there are 40 in the pipeline. Hang on to your hats. Thank you, everybody, for that. If you'd like to talk to me about a 1 hour session, you want to get together with me, send me an email through my email address, which is right here. It's the old school hotmail.com email address. Send me an email. Say, Bruce, I'd like to talk to you on a one-on-one session. When can you book me in? I'd like to make a reservation and lock it in right away.